It is time for another relaxing review of Ascendance of a Bookworm. Before anything, I just want to say this. I really love the music, the outro and the intro, especially the outro. I have a big variety taste of music. I like anything that I just find appealing. And the outro is really great. It's so calm and relaxing. It's like something's whispering in your ear as you fall asleep. And I'm gonna add it to my sleeping playlist. Just a playlist of a bunch of songs that helps you fall asleep. They're so calm and relaxing and just good for you. So I'm gonna definitely put that on my list. It's really good. So, anyways, that being said, let's actually get into the review of today's episode. This episode included, had a lot of heart into it. You really need to appreciate the value of hard work, hard labor. I remember as a kid growing up and going through high school and stuff, there's so many things I wanted to have, but I couldn't have because of very low budget restraints. And I've always told, if you want something, get a job or learn to make it yourself. That's what I took upon arts and crafts in college and in high school. There I learned to make all kinds of things. I learned to make clay statues, gargoyles, knit stuff, stitch things up, all that stuff. Make tons of interesting things. Even write myself a lot of saran wrap, cut it up, and make a giant statue of myself. I've done a lot of interesting things over the years. And I've learned the difference between someone giving you something and someone then you making it yourself or buying it yourself. Because, when I graduated from college, while I was still in college, I got myself an actual official job. And there I worked hard for my money, and then when I wanted to get something, I'd buy it. And then I remember when people gave me something, when I lost it, I felt upset, but only for a short period of time, until I just moved on, knowing I'll get it again if I asked someone. But when I bought something myself, even if I had the money to buy it again, I really couldn't stand if the thing was broken, messed up, or malfunctioned, or whatever, or I lost it. It really upset me. So I understand how Maine felt in this episode. So the appreciation and value of hard work or labor. Whether you get something by making it, or you get something by earning money to get it. Either way, you have a stronger value because that thing has become a part of yourself, especially when you make it yourself. And I say we have to really appreciate in our modern society of how convenient things are. And I'm always saying this, but it's just too true. In today's age, I see my generation and even someone younger than me complain way too much about how life's difficult for them, even when you have reusable utensils, plastic utensils. Because back in the day, it looks like the era that Maine's in is they're just now getting out of the fire age, the age of fire, and they're now using everything wooden. In some animes, they're just using, silver utensils or iron utensils, stuff like that. Now we can use plastic. But back then, everything was wooden. So you had to take the decency of carving it out, making a good shape, making sure it's stabled, using the right amount of wood. And plus, they didn't have iron or steel tools. As you can see in the episode, Maine was using a wooden tool in order to scratch for the clay. And trust me, using things for wood is not easy. It's difficult, and wood will break easier. Depends on what you get. Most of the time, it's not very good wood. Now, the first part of the episode, she wishes to go into the forest. The thing I keep saying over and over again is how Maine is too advanced for her age, for what she's doing, because we all know what she is, but her parents, people outside, don't know what she is. So she really needs to be careful on how she acts too advanced among people, or else someone's just start getting suspicion. In a way, because it's just, you gotta think. Because in a way, the girl is smart, but she's dumb in some areas. So she is smart when it comes to intelligence, but she lacks good common sense, is one would say. However, she wishes to go in the forest to start clay tablets, make books out of clay. However, she sucks at stamina. She is not good. She has a very unhealthy body. And for some reason, even when she just adds a little bit of work to herself, she immediately catches a fever and completely collapses. So it really sucks being her. And out of all the isekais I have seen and read, she has to be the most difficult, is because she's even weaker than Subaru in a way, because she even if she does have magical powers, she still has a very, very, very weak body. A body that can barely even walk a few distance away from the gate she was coming from. As you can see in this episode, as she was walking with Lutz, she had a hard time just walking from the gate. Just a couple of steps further, and she was already feeling exhausted. And there were days where she had to spend time out from teaching the kids, education. Proves that, yeah, she's going to pose this for the rest of her life unless she finds out what's happening to her. And now we get on to the second part of this episode, where she finally allowed to go in the forest, but she was only allowed to go there and go back and do nothing more. But she didn't listen, as you can see. And of course, Lutz also had a very big role to play in this episode. As time goes on, he will become the secondary main character of the show. And personally, he is my favorite in a way. I can relate to Lutz. When you're in a family of tons of siblings, and it's hard to stand out in certain ways. So when you have that kind of feeling, you don't feel that special about yourself, no matter how hard you try. And Lutz has grown up with a lot of siblings, mostly older brothers. So I can see where he's coming from. Mostly older sisters and one little brother, two little brothers. But still, it's difficult living in a big household. And he starts to become, in a way, Main's strength. Because Main is smart, but she is very weak. And because of that, Lutz decides to help her out, in a way. Despite him not being very intelligent, he has more common sense and acts more mature for his age. And he even decides that he wants to help her out. Right now, I don't feel a romantic thing. I've been reading the comments and stuff and saying, oh, I totally should help them. And if you want to, by all means. Because, they're just kids, but, there's Cardcat or Sakura. Everyone should Sakura and Lee together. No problem with that neither. Anyways, like I will show you back to is how it took time. Because first she couldn't barely strap up the clay herself, so yes, she had Lutz to help her out. Then when it was finally formed, the kids came over and ruined it. I know that feeling. Kids, oh my god, kids can just, even when you tell them to stop, they go to do it. They ain't gonna listen to you until you yell at them. That's why before they do it, you gotta yell at them. You say, don't you do it, boy. I'll threaten you. Threaten you. And so they jumped over it, but May is just a little girl. So they just jumped over it without thinking, because that's what boys do. When they see something interesting on the ground, they feel like stepping on it for some freaking reason. It's just in our natural instincts is to stomp on something when we see it on the ground. Don't know why. Anyways, at this part, something very interesting happened. Usually in anime, when you see someone angry, you see this aura coming out of them to express how angry they are. However, in Main's case, I don't think that's the point. I believe it's something else within her or her emotions that's causing it. This wasn't just a thing because the amount of detail that's put into it. Not only she was getting that yellow aura, but her eyes started to have different colors in them as well. So it shows that this wasn't just her just being angry, just some cartoon effects. Something was really happening at that moment that no one really paying attention to, or probably couldn't even notice what was going on at that point. So there's something special about Main, despite her being from another world, but her body being weak, but probably within that weakness comes something special. Could she have a very special magical power? Who knows? Only time will tell. But anyways, even when she finally had everyone help her make the clay tablets, they explode in the furnace in her face. So she's back to the drawing board again. But this time it don't seem like she knows what to do. But that's the thing of back in the day. You had trial and error. And sometimes it took people decades. Even the smartest of people took them decades to get what they wanted to be done right. So much trial and error, frustration. Especially when you see someone just coming over and just ruining it for you. I can understand that feeling. There was a time I used to make, toy models and stuff like that. And one day I was outside playing and my little brother broke one of my toy models. and it took me hours to make that thing. So I can understand man's pain when you make something, you see someone break it, and especially a kid. Just breaking stuff all the time, man. It's a very sad feeling. Well, anyways, I just appreciate, like I said, the out culture in this show. You know, it's really good. And especially at the end, I love putting the artwork at the end of my thumbnails because it's just so nice to look at. You know, this is a very relaxing, easy on the eye kind of episode. Despite having bright colors, I still feel relaxed when watching it. So, yeah, much appreciated. So far, is this my favorite anime so far of the season? I would have to say yes. A big yes, definitely. You know, it's something special that I like, and I can't wait to see what else happens next. So anyways, that's all I got. I hope you enjoy. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit the bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime, signing out.